Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel, it's Chief here, and today I actually have a really cool challenge for you guys. I've never done something like this before, but I think it's pretty cool. So basically, I'm going to be doing the random Marvel Rivals skin challenge, but I'm going to be designing a skin. So, here, let me show you what inspired it. So with this season, obviously half the battle pass is like Phoenix skins, half the battle pass is like Venom skins. So Cloak and Dagger is my main. I know it's kind of like backward for you, but I basically made a Venomized Cloak in Phoenix Dagger, which 100% they should make this again. And I had so much fun making this, I decided, why not make a video on it? But, you know, I already did this, so I'm not going to cheap out like that. But I had a better idea. I have a wheel with every single Marvel Rivals character on it, and we're going to spin that. And then whoever we get, we're going to use them in the second wheel, which has a theme. So themes include, like, Halloween, beach, casual, futuristic, stuff like that. Just tons of different themes. They're probably about, like, 12 themes, and obviously every single character in the game. So we're going to be getting it, drawing it, and we'll see what happens. So let's spin. All right, here we are. We're going to spin the wheel for the hero. Let's see who we get. It's gonna be, dude, please be Star-Lord. Thank goodness. All right, guys, we got Star-Lord. That's cool. I thought it was gonna be this kid for a second, who I'm not the biggest fan of. All right, let's see what we get for Star-Lord's theme. It's going to be steampunk. That's interesting. That's very interesting. All right, so as you saw, we got Star-Lord with a steampunk style. So this is cool. I don't think they've done this yet. I'm gonna pull up some Star-Lord reference photos just so I can look off, because I've like never drawn him before. I'm not the best artist, but I think this could be pretty cool. So, let's go. We have Star-Lord looking at the default as a reference picture. I'm realizing this is going to be kind of interesting because he already is sort of steampunky, not really. And then, obviously, we got the drawing pad, pencil, and we're just going to go from there. So, let's get to it. All right, guys, I was wondering what I should do for his mask. So I was just kind of searching up like steampunk pictures just to get a vibe for what I'm gonna do. So I think his coat's gonna look something like that with kind of like pipes all over. But dude, I was looking at the masks and I decided to kind of go somewhere between that, like that mask there, and also like this muzzle idea. Like I really like this idea of like kind of like a lower mask with goggles. So I'll show you what I started. So you can kind of see, obviously I give him one big mask, but it just has like gears and like spikes all over it. He has goggles around his eyes and stuff. I think it actually is really carrying the vibe really well. And then as you can see, it has that one tube that goes from his like muzzle around his head down to his coat. So that's going to be like how he's getting in air, theoretically. I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I thought that this was going to be kind of mid. Dude, I'm actually loving it so far. Like this is so sick. I can't wait to keep going. So I'll update you guys. In case you're wondering, right now we're listening to Pray For Me, The Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar. Every time I stop, I'll just show you guys what song I'm on. It's actually crazy. I don't know why, but Star-Lord fits steampunk so well. I think it's because for one, his mask, you're able to do a lot with that. But also like if you search up like random steampunk guy, like this is kind of what you get. Every single guy has like a long coat like that with kind of just like tech in the middle. And it fits so well because obviously his kind of main thing is his mask and then his coat. Like it fits so well because he already has a coat. Like you don't have to add that. It's great. Alfred's Theme by Eminem. All right, guys, here we are. As you can see, I made a lot of progress, well, a decent amount. So I extended his coat. Obviously, I haven't done any of the big designs, but I put this belt thing, just kind of like a gear as the belt buckle with some spikes on it and just double straps with like a little cord. And then I finished up, I mean, this just looks better now that I've placed the air tube goes from a gear all around into his mask. It doesn't make sense, but it looks cool. But yeah, I mean, we're cooking. What girls are saying about Juice WRLD? All right, I finished up the left arm. So as you can see, I got the gun in his hand. It could be better, but honestly, I'm fine with it. It doesn't look awful. And then I borrowed some stylization. So if you look on his arm there, how he just kind of has like that pattern through his arm. I decided to incorporate that into this design. So right below like the pressure gauge, I just have this, I don't know, I just borrowed some of the stylization. But yeah, check in with you once we're done with the code, I guess. KTM drip. All right, quick update. I finished the middle and bottom, kind of. So, I don't know. With this side, I added this little design taken straight from his seat. Like, see that little, like, I don't know. I don't even know what you would call it, just design. Well, now it's there. I don't know. Just didn't want it to look too plain. And then in the middle, I kind of added just like a button up. I actually gave him like a suit with a little bow tie. It's kind of hard to tell, but you'll be able to tell a lot better when it's colored in. Then we have this strap coming down, so he kind of has like a bag across his shoulder on a strap with the Guardians logo on it. I have to throw it in there because since it can't be in the center of his chest, I guess it's just going to be on there. Well, this is new. Animals with JD and Eminem, bro. His EP they just released, fire. All right, I'm doing it, bro. I'm sorry, dude. At first I was like, no, I don't need to do it. No, imagine how weird it would be if both of his arms were down. He just looks stupid, bro. Dude, I'm committing. We're putting his arm up. Hopefully I don't sell. He actually looks a little big, but to be fair, he looks kind of big there too. I'm probably gonna squish this arm in a little bit, and then we're gonna have to figure out something else to put here, or just nothing at all. But trust the process. It'll go crazy. 6 feet into your... Bro, this album went crazy, bro. I forgot about it, but it went crazy. It's done. Obviously, I still have to color it, but here is what I think is going to be the final look. Dude, I'm glad I decided to put his arm up. I think it looks so much better than if I was lazy. I decided just not to put anything there just because of, like, here, I'll show you the actual image. Like, see, the cape barely comes off. Like, on this side, the cape is taking up majority. And I actually stretched it out a lot more on this. I made it so it's taking up, like, a lot more area. But on here, like, it barely comes off. So, I didn't want to fill up this, like, I didn't want to fill up this space with something else because it would just create, like, I don't know, it just would feel too packed in one area. Yeah, didn't change anything with the legs or anything. On his arm, obviously, I took off of the design, like, this little, like, I don't know, like, what you'd call it, like, arrow type thing. I put that there, except I put another, like, gauge there. So this is how much coloring I've done so far. I'm about to head out to tennis with my friends, so I'm going to stop for now. Obviously, you guys are going to see it in a full video, but this is how it's looking. I think it's looking pretty good. Obviously, with the mask, we kind of did a little bit of gray, and like, I just did gray first and then brown over it, and I think it looks pretty cool. Does a good, like, weathered metal look. Obviously, we're just kind of coloring wherever right now. Yeah, so see you after intermission, I guess. On Me by Lil Yachty and Young Thug. Alright, as you guys can probably tell, it's a new day, but I finished the drawing. Star-Lord. Steampunk Star-Lord. I'm going to show it to you in 3, 2, 1. Here it is, the final drawing. Honestly, bro, I think it looks pretty sick. So obviously I kind of had to abandon the blue and black suit idea because the whole point was I'm going for steampunk. And all the pictures I researched, literally every single one, it's basically just like 1800s fashion with a bunch of like spikes, gears, and metal, like, and wires and stuff all over it. Beautiful. The mask is definitely my favorite part, dude. It just looks so cool and perfectly captures the steampunk vibes. And then the hair, great hair. And then here is his little, like, undershirt kind of with, like, a bow tie. It honestly doesn't look too great, but whatever. I didn't change them, but when I colored them, I decided, you know what, I'm going to add the Guardians logo because the one issue with this is it could, like, if he didn't have his mask, you wouldn't think that this is Star-Lord. Like, I guarantee. If I just showed you a picture of this without his mask, you wouldn't think this is Star-Lord. His mask makes it decently clear, but I figured some more Guardians logos just helps make it more clear who it is, and then the dress shoes. Overall, this is it. Let me know if you guys like this video, because I will make more. And give me requests on different themes and stuff to do next, because I'll add them to my list. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one, and goodbye.